everybody. My name is Mars. You can call me MG if you would like. It is currently about 9:15 a.m. on Monday, the 27th, meaning it is the week of Halloween, my favorite holiday. And boy, is this going to be a busy one. I have a lot that I'm hoping to get done. And of course, a loud motorcycle is going to go by as I'm filming, as they do. I have so much going on this week, and I am just gonna keep setting goals and hoping that I finish them. This is not my usual style, but the end of the month is rapidly approaching, and I just have things that I had wanted to do throughout the month that I didn't get to, and I still want to try and finish them. The first thing is reading. I have 3 books that I'm still trying to finish before the end of the month, and I am in the middle of 2 of them. That isn't usually my style either, but I started an ebook while I was at work one day because I had a 30-minute break and I wanted something to do besides scroll on Instagram. So I checked out In an Absent Dream from Libby, which, yes, is on my November TBR, and I'm getting to it in October. That's fine. I don't really care about that. I'm not gonna find a different book to replace it on my November TBR. I'm just gonna count it as read. I am planning on doing 1 part a day, so I actually started it yesterday and I read part 1. Today I'll read part 2, then part 3, and then part 4, and then that's it. That's the whole book. It is a novella, so it's very short. It is the 4th book in the Wayward Children series, which I adore. If you don't know what the series is about, they're all companion novels, so there's a through line, but you don't have to read all of them, I guess, if one of them just doesn't interest you or has a character you don't like, because they tend to follow different characters, but I have adored all of them so far. This book follows Lundy, who is a character we meet in the 1st book, and we're getting her story. Did I say what this is about? It's about children who fall into portal worlds and then fall back into their regular life on Earth and have a hard time adjusting, so they go to this home for wayward children, and adventures ensue. So I've got that book. I'm also reading physically, if I can pick it up, Court of Shadows by Madeleine Roux. I also started this yesterday and got almost halfway through. My goals, my reading goals mean that I have to read about 300 pages a day, 308 to be exact, and I hit it exactly yesterday. So this is the 2nd book in the House of Fury series, which is a historical fantasy set in the early 1800s at this place called Cold Thistle House, which is in northern England. We follow Louisa, who becomes a housemaid at this place, and she finds out that her employer and her fellow workers at Cold Thistle are not quite what they seem. This draws a lot on the folklore of the British Isles, and I think it's so fun and spooky. It definitely has a horror lean to it, and I love the writing style, so I am very happy to be reading this and continuing on with the series, and the plan is to finish it in November, so that's even better. And then I also have not started but want to read Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray. That is the 2nd book in the Diviners series, which is also historical fantasy, but it takes place in 1920s New York, and it has to deal with the occult. Our main character, Evie, can divine the history of objects and the owners of those objects, and there's prophecies and dream magic, and I love the 1st book, so I'm excited to finally continue on with that series. But 308 pages today. I have 198 pages left in this book, so I'm planning on finishing that today, reading part 2 in an Absent Dream, and then any pages I have left over I will start Lair of Dreams. Besides that, I will be writing. My goal for this week is 700 words a day, because I started a little writing challenge several weeks ago where I wanted to do a little bit of a ramp up. So the 1st week my goal was 100 words a day, 2nd week 200 words a day, etc. We're in week 7, 700 words a day, which is a bit of a challenge but doable. I am working on Whimsy, my fantasy romance. I think the fantasy is more prominent than the romance. Duology draft 1 of book 1. The midpoint is rapidly approaching, so hopefully I can get to that this week. That would be awesome. My last goal is to watch 3 spooky movies because this month I just wanted to watch as many spooky movies as I could, and I've watched 10 so far, so I'm like, 13 is an appropriate number. I know for a fact I will be watching Rocky Horror on Halloween because my friend and I are going to one of those like performances of Rocky Horror that people do where they have the movie on the screen and then the people act it out in front. So I'm very much looking forward to that. The other 2 movies, I think, I'm not 100% positive, but I'm planning on watching Ghostbusters because I've been saying I wanted to watch it all month and I have yet to do that. And also Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost because it's my favorite Scooby-Doo movie and I love it so much. And the Hex Girls are in it and they're amazing. So, those are my plans. I have quite the week ahead of me. I'm also working this week. I open today, tomorrow, and then the 2 days after that, and then the store is closed on Friday, so I won't be working then. I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring because the person I normally open the store with is off this whole week. She's on vacation. So today I'm opening with my boss, like the owner of the store is coming in to open the store with me. Tomorrow, though, I don't think she found anyone because like 95% of our staff are people in high school or college, so very limited availability. And so we might just open the store later. I don't know if I'm gonna have to go in or if she's just gonna let the people who are scheduled to do like the later shifts open the store and I get the day off. I will figure that out, cross that bridge when I get to it. But now that I've been yapping and I'm wasting time, it's not wasting time because it's updating this vlog. Not even updating, I'm starting this vlog. I don't know, I woke up later than I meant to this morning, so I just feel a little bit crunched for time. But the plan is to get my writing done before work, or as much of it as I can. I've got about 45 minutes before I have to start getting ready for work and heading over. Then after work, I will shower, eat dinner, and then get my writing done. Nope, my reading done, and I guess any writing if I don't hit my goal before I have to get ready for work. But then I don't think a movie's gonna fit in. I was gonna say maybe a movie, but probably not today because of how much I've got going on. So yeah, I'm going to get to work on writing, and I will probably update you after work and showering and dinner and all that. So I will see you then. Okay, so I did not hit my 700 words for the day, but that's fine. I will just write the last, 230-ish words after work? Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just call this good enough for the day. Like, it's fine if I don't hit the word count, but I am gonna make an attempt to do so. So, I'll see you then. Okay, friends, it is just before 7 p.m. I went to work, I came back, I showered, had dinner. I also finished my words for the day, so while dinner was cooking, I wrote the 200 whatever words I needed to hit 700 so I can check that off my list. And I did some of my reading. Excuse me. I did my reading from In an Absent Dream, so that is a little bit of my reading ticked off. I still have a lot more to go, so I think the plan is that I'm going to put on Ghostbusters and have that playing while I read, because I've seen Ghostbusters probably like 8 or 9, maybe even 10 times in my life. Like, I've seen it quite a lot. So I really don't need to pay attention to it. I can just have it on for company, I guess. I don't know, background noise. And so I will have that going while I read. So in order to hit my 308 pages today, I have to finish Court of Shadows, so all of that, and read the first 45 pages of Lair of Dreams. So, I have my work cut out for me, but I am still going to be awake for the next, 3.5 hours. 10:30 is usually when I go to bed. So I think it is doable. I am going to get on that and probably not update you again tonight, honestly. I'm probably just going to want to do this and then go to bed. But I will see you in the morning at some point. Oh, I should tell you about that. So tomorrow, I was supposed to be scheduled 11 to 5 again. That is the opening shift. did I mention that I work in an ice cream shop? I feel like I mentioned that in like every video. I know I talked about working, but yeah, I work at an ice cream shop. So we don't open until noon because who's eating ice cream earlier than noon? Um, so that's why the opening shift usually starts at 11. But there's no one who can open with me tomorrow. So instead, we're going to open at 4 because that's the earliest anyone else can come in. I'm going to go in at 2 o'clock so I can like do all the money stuff and like prep the store for opening. And also there's someone coming to pick up an order of ice cream sandwiches. So obviously someone has to be there to give out the ice cream sandwiches. But yeah, I will be working 2 to like 7 or 8ish. I really don't know when I'm going to be coming home, but that is a bit of a change in my day, so I'll have more time before work to get stuff done, but less time after. I also have to bring my cat to the vet at 8:30. It's nothing serious, you don't have to worry about her. Chloe has had some stomach issues since she was a kitten, so this is like a routine checkup about that. So, be waking up early, bring the cat to the vet, and then get all my stuff done, and then go to work at 2. My boss gave me a $10 bill today and said, get yourself a coffee and a snack on the way to work tomorrow as like a thanks for me coming in to do this work by myself. So I feel very appreciated right now, and I'm definitely going to be doing that. There's this coffee shop down the street from where I work that has a pumpkin chai on their seasonal menu, and it's so good, both hot and iced. I really like it, so probably gonna get it hot because it's only gonna be like 50 degrees tomorrow, but we'll see. I might change my mind when I get there. But yeah, those are my plans. I will see you at some point to talk to you guys about what's going on. Okay, friends, it is about 12:15 on Tuesday, and I'm here with my update. So, Chloe has gone to the vet and come back. She is fine. They did notice some swelling in her intestines, so they think that she has some sort of like stomach bug going on. So, she's got some medicine. She's fine. She's a little bit loopy right now because they had to give her some gabapentin in order to relax enough for her to get the ultrasound done so they could look at her intestines. So she's kind of wobbly and it's really cute, and I will see if I can get some footage of that for you guys because she's so adorable. I did finish Court of Shadows yesterday, and I definitely got a little bit lost in the expanded lore and world building from the first book. We'd like branched out as you do as you continue on a series, and I don't fully understand all of it, but like it's fine. I still had a really great time, and I'm so looking forward to continuing and finishing that trilogy next month. So hopefully it is a satisfying conclusion to the series. I started my reading for today. I've done my reading in an absent dream, and now I have to do like 250 pages of reading in Lair of Dreams. That's what it's called, which I did start last night, and I feel like we're adding a new main character because we do have an ensemble cast, and there are like a lot of main characters. I mean, Evie is like the main character of the Diviner series, but we've got a lot of like secondary main characters, and I feel like we're adding a new one, which is always a fun time. I really love an ensemble cast, so I'm looking forward to reading that. I did my writing for the day. Did I say that already? I really don't know. I will be going to work in about an hour, so in that time, I will be doing more reading, I think. I will also have to put away my laundry because I did wash the laundry this morning, and probably eating a little bit of lunch so I'm not starving at work, although we know that I will be snacking while I am there. We get soft pretzels. Yes, I work in an ice cream shop, but we also sell soft pretzels, and the place we get them from, they're just so delicious. I genuinely have one every single shift. Sometimes I even have two. It's fine. Also, I'm probably gonna eat ice cream. I work at an ice cream shop. Besides that, I don't think I have anything else to update you guys on. I don't know. It's super cold, as seen by the fact that I'm wearing a literal turtleneck. Pulled out the sweater. I have so many good sweaters, and they all come from the same thrift store. I feel like every fall I go to this thrift store and find a new sweater. So this one I've had for a couple of years now. The one I got this year is so fun. I love it so much. So I will probably be wearing that. I think Friday when I go out, I want to wear that one. So you'll see it then. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to doing things. I'm gonna go find Chloe for you guys so you can see how wobbly she is, or if she's done wobbling around, then you just get a clip of her being cute and probably sleepy. So let's just stop dawdling here. Okay, friends, it is 9:30 p.m. and I'm here to say that I do not think my 308 pages are getting read tonight because I still have only read my pages from In an Absent Dream, which was only like 60 pages, maybe? So I've got a lot that I'm supposed to be reading in Lair of Dreams. I am going to be reading for the next hour, and hopefully I can get a good chunk done, but might need to redo my math and get a new total for how much I'm supposed to read each day to finish by the end of Friday. Whoops. Yeah. It's been a day. Work was so boring. The first 2 hours, great, because I was by myself. I was jamming out because I had my music going, just getting the store ready. And then we actually like opened and we had way more people than we really needed. So I feel like I just was trying to find things to do. Like it just went by so slow for that reason. So yeah, not the best, but I made it through and I came home, had dinner, and here we are. I do have a slice of cake from the grocery store in the fridge. I don't know. I was gonna save it for tomorrow, but like, I might have it now. Yeah, I think I'm in the mood for it, so I'm gonna have my slice of cake, and then I'm going to spend the next hour-ish reading, and hopefully I can get some good progress done, even if it's not the number of pages I was hoping to get read. Yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, though. Alright, friends, it is 6:15 p.m. on Wednesday, and I have not updated you all day, so let me give you the rundown of how my day has gone. I woke up super early this morning for like no reason. It was like 6:45, and I was like, I might as well get up. So I did. I had a nice slow morning. I finished reading In an Absent Dream, and it made me cry, which, I mean, I'm not surprised. I absolutely adore the first three books in the series, and this fourth one has not been an exception. Genuinely, all of the series so far has been a 10 out of 10 for me. I've loved them, and I cannot wait to read more. I got my writing done, and then I went to work. And then work was so slow because it is a chilly day, and it was not quite raining, but like almost raining, you know? And it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, like downpour. So I don't know if we're gonna be open or not. Have to wait and see. But I actually got to leave work early. I was scheduled till 5, but at like 4:15, my boss walked by and she's like, "We're really like dead right now. You can leave if you want to." And I was like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Yeah, that's fine." And I was like, "Say no more." So I came home and showered and then just kind of chilled for a little bit. Well, I chilled and then I showered. And I'm going to do some more chilling. As you can see, my hair is still slightly damp. The plan is to feed my cats and then feed myself. And I'm going to watch the live action Scooby Doo movie from like 2002. Is that when it came out? Something like that. Because Scooby Doo and the Witch's Ghost is no longer on HBO Max. It was last year, it is not anymore, and I literally cannot find it anywhere else online. So, very sad, but I'm still gonna watch some Scooby Doo because I really like Scooby Doo. I did not read any of Lair of Dreams yet today, and as we've established, I did not hit my goal yesterday, so I still have like 400 pages to go if I want to catch up on what today's goal was. It might happen, It probably won't, but I'm going to read as much as I can tonight. And then tomorrow morning I will do the math to see how much I have left, divide that by 2, and then try and get that done between those next 2 days. We'll see if I can pull it off. I might not be able to, but it's fine. Yeah, I have had a pretty nice day, and I am excited for the rest of the week. We're halfway done with the week. Well, a little bit more, because we're almost 3 for 5. Yeah. My boyfriend went out on a bike ride tonight because he does that every Wednesday, and this is their Halloween ride because Halloween is in 2 days, and he is so excited that he was wearing his costume. His costume is Wirt from Over the Garden Wall, and he made the cloak and the hat himself, and he's just very proud of himself, and he looks so ridiculous in the best way in it. Like, it's a really good costume, and it kind of makes me sad that I'm not really doing any Halloween celebrations. I mean, like, I'm going to see Rocky Horror, but, like, that's not, like, a dress-up thing, so I don't really have a costume. My friend Tiara and Tiara's, like, my best friend, we did a lot of matching costumes in college, like, the one year, which is still my favorite costume that we've ever done. We were Betty and Veronica, absolutely iconic, and we've done, like, a couple of other partnership costumes, like, we were Steve and Robin from Stranger Things one year. Like, it's something we did. And she sent me a meme about people online are shipping Regina George from Mean Girls with Roderick from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which is absolutely ridiculous, but also I'm so here for it. And she sent me this meme, and I was like, wow, we would kind of kill it if that was our costume this year, if we went as Regina and Roderick. And she's like, oh my god, you're so right. We would be amazing. But unfortunately, we're not doing anything this year because she's got her own plans. I've got my plans. Very sad, but it is what it is. I'm still probably gonna have a great time, I hope. And I hope she also is gonna have a great time with her celebrations that she's doing. But yeah, I'm gonna go feed my little babies and myself and get going on the rest of this evening. Hello, friends. It is a very chilly, rainy Thursday morning, hence why I'm all bundled up as I am. I don't know if you can hear the rain going down, but it is coming down hard, and it will not stop today. It's literally gonna rain all day. If anything, it'll start raining harder, which is great. I do love the rain. Don't love that I have to go out in the rain to get to and from work. My boyfriend did say he can drive me to work, but I don't know if he can pick me up. I have to figure that out. I don't live very far from work. It's like a 20-minute walk, so it's fine if I have to walk, but I'd rather not. Anyway, I did a lot of reading last night. I don't remember how far behind I was 2 nights ago when I finished my reading for the night, but I was pretty far behind. As of last night, though, I'm only 42 pages behind. That is so catch-upable. So I only have to read 21 extra pages over the next 2 days to finish this book. So I have to read 329 pages, which is still a lot, but it's doable, I think. So it is just about 9 o'clock. I did get a little bit of a late morning this morning, but that's fine. It was absolutely lovely to stay in bed and kind of just chill for a bit with the rain going, and my cats were there. Beautiful. So I do have work 11 to 5 again, and I also have a meeting at 6:30. It's like just a quick Zoom meeting, like a one-on-one with my boss that she's doing with all the managers, so that shouldn't take too long. Besides that, just my normal writing 700 words and reading now 329 pages. So yeah, I am going to try and get some writing done this morning because I do write better in the morning than I do at night. I did last night add a song to my playlist for this project. I added Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls, which is one of my favorite songs of all time, and I don't know how I didn't think of it for this playlist before. Yeah, it's really good. I will try and remember to leave a link to my story playlist in the description of this video because I don't want to toot my own horn, but I really love this playlist and I think it fits the story super well. So yeah, I'm going to get on that, and then I will do some reading at some point and come back to you with an update on how my day has gone. Okay, friends, it is 10:20 p.m. I am so tired. Work was so slow because it was pouring rain, so we barely had any customers for the first 3 hours of my shift. And then it picked up a little bit once school got out, people were getting off of work, that kind of thing. But then I came home. I did have my meeting with my boss. It was literally 10 minutes. And then I finished my writing. So I did hit my 700 words for the day. So 4 days in a row, killing it. And I did my reading. I literally just finished where I needed to be. So I have done my 329 pages today. Is that what it was? So I have 329 left to go. And I think I can do that tomorrow. For now, though, I'm very tired. And you can tell from the fact that I am yawning constantly and unable to stop myself. But yeah, tomorrow, gonna write my 700 words, gonna finish Lair of Dreams, and I'm gonna hang out with my friend and go see Rocky Horror. That's what it's called. Gosh, I just blanked so hard because I am so tired. I gotta do my journaling for the night though, fill out my bullet journal. A very loud car going by. And then get right in bed because I need to sleep. And also, my cats have been very snuggly today, so I'm hoping they'll be snuggly all night. Which, Gremlin usually snuggles. She just snuggles with my boyfriend instead of me, which is fine, I guess. And Chloe usually just sleeps on the nightstand, but sometimes she'll crawl under the blanket and snuggle with us. So, hopefully, tonight's one of those nights because I really like snuggling with my cats. Anyway, yeah, I will see you in the morning. Good morning, everyone, and happy Halloween! I don't have a costume this year, which is sad, but I'm not going anywhere that would require a costume, so I didn't put one together. But I do have a witch hat that I bought at the Ren Fair this year, so I will put that on for you guys. It is kind of insane, but it's magnificent. It's got an owl on it, which if you know me, you know I love owls, so I had to get it. This was my splurge at Ren Fair. I feel like every time that I go, which isn't every year, this was the first time I'd gone in 3 or 4 years, but I get one big thing as my souvenir from the event, and this is what I got this year. So it is gigantic and beautiful and I love it, so I'm gonna wear it for this update. I have already done my writing for the day. I wrote over 800 words today, so an extra 100 on top of what I was aiming to write. So absolutely killed it. I hit my word count every single day this week, and that's amazing. I also listened to Florence's new album because Florence and the Machine dropped the new album today. It's called Everybody Scream, and it's so good. I loved it. It was phenomenal. I do want to listen to it a couple more times before I have my final coherent thoughts on it. But this first listen through, I really enjoyed the album. It feels very personal and vulnerable. I think my favorites off of the album so far are Buckle, The Old Religion, and Music by Men. But of course, I have only listened to the album once, so that might change. It was just so good, and I'm looking forward to listening to it probably a couple more times today, but also in the time to come, because Florence is one of my favorite artists. I will listen to her music always. My plans for the rest of the day. My bus to meet up with my friend to go see Rocky Horror is at 4:41, I believe, and it is currently 11:25. So I've got plenty of time to finish Lair of Dreams. I'm gonna finish it. I did read a chapter this morning while I was waiting for my boyfriend to finish up in the shower so that I could then take my shower. So I've got less than 300 pages to go. I'm gonna finish this book, and then I'm gonna wrap up my reading for the month. My wrap up is going up on Sunday, and it is Friday, so I have to film it and edit it tomorrow. So I gotta finish this book today. So that is my main focus. I also want to just get some cleaning done. I feel like the apartment has kind of gone a little bit to the wayside, so just like doing dishes, maybe vacuuming a little bit, cleaning off the kitchen counters, that sort of thing. So some nice chill plans before I go out for the evening. My friend and I are meeting up and going to her aunt's, like, not party, but like a little get together, and gonna have dinner there and then go see Rocky Horror, and then I don't know what we're doing after that. Probably just heading home, honestly. But yeah, I am so looking forward to it. This is going to be a chill but very fun Halloween. So I am gonna get reading, and I guess I will see you when I finish Lair of Dreams. Okay, it is now 2 p.m. and I have finished Lair of Dreams. Oh my god. This book, much like the first book, is full of a lot of, like, small plot threads involving the wide cast of characters, and then they all, like, intersect and cross over at different points throughout the book and then come together for, like, this major climax. Boy, did the climax of this book really get me. I didn't cry. But I did tear up a little bit. There were some revelations about a character, and it was, like, hinted at all along that this was the case, but I did not pick up on that foreshadowing until it was too late, and I got my feelings hurt by it. This was really good, though. I'm now halfway through this series. I've read 2, and I have 2 more to go, so I am excited to see how things play out, because we did have, like, a separate main storyline than the first book, but there was still, like, that underlying series current, and I'm speechless. Like, I want to know what happens. There was one very interesting part where they name dropped Gemma Doyle, which, if you didn't know, Gemma Doyle is a different series by Libba Bray, one that I will be starting in November, actually. The first book is on my TBR. That is also historical fantasy. I thought it took place in England, though, and also I'm not sure what year. But anyway, it's like, the way I describe this is, you know, in Twilight, the movie, there's a part where Bella and Charlie are in this diner, and the camera's, like, panning over to them, and as that's happening, you see a waitress hand over, like, a dish of food and says, "Here's your veggie platter, Stephanie," and that is, like, Stephenie Meyer, the author of Twilight, making a cameo in the movie. That's what reading Gemma Doyle's name in this book felt like to me. I haven't read the Gemma Doyle series. As I've said, I'm reading the first one next month, but, like, I know that's the main character's name because it's the name of the series. And it was just, like, in passing, these characters were going, I think this is when they were walking through this train station, and, like, someone's calling out, and they call the name, like, Gemma Doyle, and I'm like, oh, unexpected. So yeah, I am excited to continue the series. I'm excited to start the Gemma Doyle series next month. I own the first 2, and it's a trilogy, so I don't have the third one, but I'm hoping I like those as much as I enjoy the Diviners so far. I have loved every book I've read by Libba Bray, which, granted, has only been 3. I've read Beauty Queens 2 or 3 times in my life. Absolutely adore that book. It's hilarious. That is, like, satire, though. It is a retelling of Lord of the Flies, but the characters on this island are beauty pageant queens, and it's this whole thing. I really love that book. I reread it this year for the first time in a long time, and still loved it. I love the Diviners. This one, Lair of Dreams, was so good. I'm excited. I want to read more Libba Bray because I really feel like she could be a favorite author. I just don't feel like I can... Loud motorcycle going by. I don't feel like I can call her a favorite author at this point in time. Like, I want to read like start the Gemma Doyle series, maybe read another standalone or two to really like solidify if she's one of my favorite authors, you know? Anyway, yeah, I think I might call this vlog here because I will be going out later, but I don't really think I'm gonna get any footage while I'm out, and I want to end this today because it's the last day of the month. Yeah. I don't know. I might, I won't end it now. We'll see. I might get footage while I'm out, probably not, but if I do, I'll put that here and then come back and fully wrap up this vlog for you with my thoughts on how this week went. So we're gonna cut to the end of the vlog now. Okay, so I do have to head out the door in approximately 5 minutes, but I wanted to do a little fit check. So this is my sweater. Isn't it cute? It's a little bit wide, but otherwise fits me like proportionally very well. And I think it's adorable. And then I've just got, can you see? Black jeans on. Going very monochromatic today. But you know what? It's fine. It's cute. It's warm, which is important because it's supposed to drop to like 40 degrees by the time I have to head home. I do have a coat that I'm bringing, which is also black, but yeah, I have to go catch my bus. So I'll see you guys later. Okay, ignore the fact that I'm in a tank top, which literally never happens, but I just walked home from the bus stop, and it's a 20-minute walk uphill. So clearly I'm out of breath. I was overheating in my sweater, so I immediately took it off as soon as I got in the door, but then I remembered I had to come here and close out this vlog. So, Rocky Horror, super fun. The cast did a phenomenal job. I had a great time. I didn't get any footage, but that's fine. I am so tired now. I am going to put on my pajamas and immediately go to sleep. But yeah, I had a very productive week and a lot of fun. I thank you all for coming along for the ride. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel for more content where hopefully I am not as out of breath as I am now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone.